Doesn't this look great? Now I'd like to change my camera to an outside camera, but again I didn't bind my buttons properly, so oh, look at the smoke coming out of that. Oh my gosh, I think I set the engine on fire. Hello guys, welcome to SimUK. This is X-Plane 11 pre-beta demo. I think anybody can download this, so if you go over to the X-Plane 11 website, you can download this and have a look yourself. Now, the reason why I imagine you probably clicked on this particular video is because I mentioned TrackIR, and that's one wonderful thing about X-Plane 11 is TrackIR is ready and working straight out of the box. Yes, that's absolutely the case. This is pre-beta. It's still broken. Nothing is quite finalised. Nothing is even close to finalised yet. But TrackIR is working, and it's working really well. Now, I say I'm using TrackIR. Actually, technically, I am using TrackHat. And I have a video coming out, a review coming out soon, of all the TrackHat IR alternatives. So please keep your eyes open for that. But we're talking about X-Plane 11 today, and unfortunately, the X-Plane 11 pre-beta demo is a time-limited thing. I really wish X-Plane would have made that clearer to me so that I didn't waste so much time trying to set up my SciTech radio panels and my multi-panel, my quadrants, my yoke. I spent quite a lot of time trying to set that up. The UI for that, incidentally, is fantastic. I'm an FSX man, always have been. I have a plethora, an absolute ridiculous amount of FSX. Aircraft, airports, you name it, I've bought it. And the thing about X-Plane, I know it's got a better flight dynamic, I know everyone says that, but the thing that always put me off about X-Plane 11 was the UI, the control panel, the menus and stuff. I found them really ugly, really clunky, and I just didn't like it at all. So I've always stayed away from it. And as you know, if you know anything about X-Plane 11, you'll know there are two key things in this demo that really stand out. The first thing is the UI system. They have spent a lot of time and probably a lot of money developing that, and I have to say I think they've done an absolutely fantastic job. I have pretty much played on every flight sim that there is available in the last 20 years, and this is by far the best UI I have ever seen. It is leaps and bounds ahead of everybody else. Dovetail Games are supposed to be coming out with their flight sim soon. I think when they made their big announcement, and X-Plane 11 sort of basically trumped them by not only making an announcement but showing the light effects that they're bringing in X-Plane 11, which are fantastic, by the way. It looks absolutely gorgeous. I think it blew Dovetail Games out of the water, and I genuinely question whether or not Dovetail Games are going to produce anything worth even looking at when you've got X-Plane 11 running as nicely as it is. X-Plane 11 comes with a whole host of fantastic features. As I say, it's a time-limited demo, so I didn't get a chance to do everything. But as you can see here on this aircraft, this is default. This comes with X-Plane 11. That's not something I've installed. It's a complete empty installation. I saw enough in the demo to encourage me to buy X-Plane 11. So I now have X-Plane 11. I have installed the entire planet, which was predicted to take 4 days, but actually took 4 hours. And I'm really looking forward to getting my SciTech radio panel and multi-panel and all that sort of stuff hooked up and running brilliantly. The menu system for setting up controllers is just wonderful. TrackIR is working, as you can see here. This is me using a TrackIR device looking around. It was a bit alien at first and my controls weren't set up properly, so I nearly hit the control tower, but luckily I didn't. And it is also pre-beta, so there's some bugs and some issues here, there and everywhere. What's nice, I discovered, is that there's a replay function, so you can record your flights and then replay them. That is epic for people like me who want to make videos and put them on YouTube. Really excited about X-Plane 11. It looks fantastic. I really want to get my teeth into it. There's quite a few aircraft included. There's a 747, there's a Cessna, obviously. I'll probably put a list up because, as I say, I didn't capture much video footage because the demo was time limited. I wish they told me. I would have done more recording and less tweaking with my system, which incidentally I couldn't get to work, but I wouldn't worry about that too much. It is pre-beta and I need to look into it a bit more. So anyway, this bit here is my introduction, but I will show you the footage that I captured, and it wasn't really well thought out because of the time limited situation with the beta, but it was just my first look, instinctive remarks. I wasn't thinking too much about everything. I was really impressed with the TrackIR, really impressed with the record function. Unfortunately I didn't get a chance to use that, but that will be coming soon. So yeah, please guys, stick to my channel, hit the subscribe button, just keep an eye on X-Plane 11 features that I'll be bringing to your attention in the next couple of weeks, and I hope you enjoy what you see. Try not to pay too much attention to what I say and focus more on just having a look and seeing what happens and just experiencing X-Plane 11 in its pre-beta state. So I'm going to leave you now guys and let you enjoy some footage. So enjoy, bye bye. So here we are guys, I'm only hitting 15 FPS, which is very low, but I have everything really high, and as you may or may not have noticed, I've got TrackIR running, and it's running really well. Actually it's not TrackIR, it's TrackHat. Hat Track. TrackHat, Hat Track. And it's just sublime. I mean, look at this. Absolutely sensational. Really, really nice. If we look down here, yeah, I think I just cut the engine. Interestingly, everything was full out, and no, it's not right. That should be reversed, and it hasn't reversed properly. So there's a few little bugs, nothing that you wouldn't expect from a pre-beta release. I think it's all pretty good. I'm not in the least bit concerned. Where's the old... there it is. Come on now. It's been a while since I've done this. It's all feeling rather alien to me at the moment. It'll all come flooding back. Let's see if we can't take off, shall we? Let me just reposition myself. Now, there's the handbrake. Handbrake's off. Whoa, and we are away. But interestingly, my rudders are not, my rudder pedals are not behaving as they should be, so we are not able to steer, but we are airborne. Look at this. This is default, by the way. That's straight out the box. I'm not doing anything to haven't installed anything. There's another plane down there. All these liveries come straight out of the box. Oh my gosh, let's go look at this train. TrackIR's not a plug-in, it's just running straight out of the box. Interestingly, oh, sorry, I sat far too close to my controllers. Do a quick flyby of the tower. Hello! Oh my gosh, oh, that's going to be close. So, it's a bit unsensitive. I need to sort out the sensitivity settings. It might appear that I'm flying really badly, and I am, but I can't actually turn the aircraft very easily. It's there's a long delay. So a bit of an odd bug going on there, but nothing too serious, unlike my horrendous flying. But look at the detail here. Obviously this is pre-beta, so don't get hung up on the fact that the roads kind of end rather dramatically. Are we at Heathrow? This looks like Heathrow to me. Oh! And we're outside the aeroplane. Okay. Just reset that, that's not a problem. But look at this, guys. You can see the shadow of the aeroplane on the floor there. Did you see that? This just looks really, really good. Where should we go? Let's. So much to see, so much to do. Probably still got my flaps up, but then I don't have any buttons bound to anything, so it's a bit tricky to do anything about that right now. The buildings are pretty good, considering it's just out the box pre-beta. I keep saying it. I'm going to keep saying it a lot. Now, here's a test. This will probably end in absolute disaster, but can we... Okay. So collisions must be turned off. I thought I turned them on, but, you know, if you want to have a nice, decent look around, then we need to kind of be down in this area. Doesn't this look great? Now I'd like to change my camera to an outside camera, but again I didn't bind my buttons properly, so oh, look at the smoke coming out of that. Oh my gosh, I think I've set the engine on fire. How do I get back in? Oh, there we go. Engine temperature. No, that's speed. Where's engine temp? Stay still, damn it. Everything looks to be okay. I don't know why there's smoke pouring out the back of the aircraft. Can't seem to I can't adjust my trim, and I can't sort out my we need to trim down, don't we? See, now there's some noises going on there. We've got alarms going off. Oh my lord. If we get into a stall, I'm done for, because I cannot get out of a stall. Let's see if I can land. This is just all over the place. Have we got no speed? What's going on? We have no speed. Okay, we are in a big bad stall. Get some speed, get some speed. Don't rip the wings off. Oh, just stay. What the heck? Look at my trim. Oh my god, that's oversensitive. I didn't realise it would be that sensitive. Okay. Alright, I got it. Don't panic. Don't panic. It is all under control. Goodness me. If I had any passengers in this plane, half of them would be dead from fear. Heart attacks. Anal explosion. Right. Wow, that's really quite heavy. I'm trying to be gentle with it, but it's actually really quite tough. So if I back off the old power here, Now I'm not reading any of the instruments, I'm not even trying to fly the plane really. What I would like to do is get the camera outside, but maybe we'll do that in the next flight. So we're actually flying way too fast. I can't bring the flaps up. Flaps, flaps, flaps. We're actually going too fast for flaps. Oh no, we're in the green, we're good. Second layer of flaps. I'm not used to flying with TrackIR, so this is a bit of a baptism of fire. We need a bit more power than that. Where's the old controller? What about perfect speed here? Just coming down. Now I'm not sure if that's my terrible flying, it probably is, or whether that's coming from the side wind perhaps. Oh, bit of a late flare. And completely lost my flight, but I mean that's a pretty tidy landing, and obviously as I said my rudder pedals are not working at all for whatever reason. So if I go hard left rudder, nothing. Hard right rudder, still nothing. Both brakes on, nothing at all. Obviously I literally just jumped in here, I didn't do anything. I can sort of steer with the yoke, which is cool. You know, at least I can steer. I didn't realise that at first. And obviously I've just turned around on an airport, which is not good either. So, first impressions of the flight, fantastic. I mean, the fact that we've got TrackIR on as a default, I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Sorry, that might make you seasick. Absolutely phenomenal. So excited. Hello guys, welcome to Sim UK. I am very fortunate and very privileged and very happy to have access to X-Plane 11 beta, pre-beta test. Because of this, I have dragged my Cytec system out of the cupboard. Now I don't know if you can see from the video, but this is a little bit dusty. I just don't have the time these days to engage in my biggest passion, which is flight simulation. But today I'm dragging her out of the cupboard and hopefully she'll work fine and we'll have a great time. So let's get started. So one of the greatest things about X-Plane 11 is the setup and the UI. It's been absolutely brilliant. This is exactly what I have, and this whole thing just looks absolutely superb. How awesome is this? This is just brilliant. This is exactly what we needed the whole time since FSX came out. This is just superb. Other controls, what do we have? Now obviously I have two sets of quadrants, so I need to calibrate both. Now I need to centralize these. This is brilliant. I'm so excited to get involved now. Oh, the rudder pedals. Yes, 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 of course, of course, of course. Here we go, guys. Here we go. My radio and autopilot control panels are not currently active, which is a bit of a shame. This is it, guys. We're in a Cessna, which is quite handy because that's what we're A, used to, and B, running. Look at that, FedEx is over there. Now this is default, absolutely default. I haven't changed anything, I haven't altered anything. And you can see it is a little bit buggy, but then it is pre-beta. Okay, so it would appear that my throttle quadrant is in reverse. That's okay. That's not the worst thing in the world. Let me see here what we can do. Oh, that's cool. What a nice little touch. Sunglasses. That's really awesome. And also, oh, what's the other one? Night vision goggles. Seriously? Holy nuts. That's so cool. Aviation flashlight. But this all looks very nice in here. There's a few issues on some things, but you know, it is pre-beta. You don't expect miracles at this stage. Looking very tidy thus far. Turn that off because I don't know what it is. Right, let me see here. That's cool. I like this ability to have more control over failures. That's brilliant. That's really nice. Just the UI layout. I think that may have been there already, but oh yes, I so cannot wait to get into this. Video recording by default. That is awesome. Checklist. Oh, you can have checklists. Oh, I'm so excited for this. This is just exceptionally good. Really, really good. Just so good. So good. Really spot on. And there's a lot here. There's an awful lot here. Oh, it's just so good. So it's not picking up on my radio or multi-panel. So guys, I have bound a few buttons. I don't seem to have any sound right now, which is a tad interesting. I'm on final approach to SeaTac runway 16 left, preparing to land our Cessna 172. That's why I didn't have sound, because it was paused. As we approach, you'll want to keep the plane's nose pointed down just a bit so that the runway is above the cockpit glare shield. Go ahead and try it. Yep. Okay, well I'm going to try this with a bit of nose down trim. Oh crikey, you're all over the place. Get back online. Nose down trim, just a little bit. There we go. That's fine. That's plenty. Reduce the throttle to about 30%. Reduce the flaps. Press 2. That didn't seem to do anything, so just do it manually. The throttle control didn't seem to do anything. Okay, we got there in the end. Goodness me. This TrackIR thing is fantastic, but it takes a bit of getting used to. That's too much. Way too much. That's probably not enough. This is very sensitive. Cut the throttle, let the nose drop, get ourselves back online. Now, what I did do, guys, was hey, look-see. Now it's the light reflections that do so much for this game, and if I just bring it into nighttime, look at that. How absolutely gorgeous does this look? Remember, it's still in pre-beta. Look at that. Oh, really? You're going to kick me out? I'm trying to do a video here. Ah. Okay, so let's start by doing as I'm told. I seem to have a very high nose. Stay straight, please. Straight enough. Okay, it's really sensitive. Just even out to about there's where we want you. Can you steady yourself there? Tiny bit more. Reduce to about 30%. Check. That's definitely going to keep the nose down. Too much, in fact. We are so low. We need a bit more power. We need a lot more power. Just to keep us up. So I'm being way too aggressive with the controls because I want to do this and I'm not really concentrating on what I am doing. Let's make it night time again. Do you know, every time I make it night time it kicks off. Let's end training then. So we'll take the Cessna Skyhawk out. We're not going to do anything clever. We're not going to set up any failures. Time of day. Let's go night time. Weather. Let's have a bit of something. The UI on this is just absolutely brilliant. Let's see if Bournemouth is in it. Okay, well I wasn't expecting that. Still, these are all kind of not working properly. Okay, so we've got that on. Let me just jump outside. See, now what's interesting is, I think, I'm not sure if it's redirecting me to Tacoma or wherever it was it said. Look at the light effects on this. That is just sensational. That looks so good. It really does look good. Right, let's crank it up. Look at the wind effects. You see that underneath? Bit of throttle, a bit of wind, bit of rain coming off the back there. That is gorgeous. Right, now I'm going to have to go back in cockpit in order to okay, the button for flaps isn't working. Interesting. Sorry about that. I just had to remember. That's it, guys. They've kicked me out. I didn't even get to take off. How frustrating. That was really short. It's a bit too short actually, guys, because it took an awfully long time to get things set up. So I couldn't get to show you too much there, I apologise. But I think it looks fantastic, and I'm really tempted to go and grab the full version. Seriously thinking about it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed what you did see, although it was limited, and maybe it has whet your appetite for X-Plane 11. It certainly has mine, and I'm looking forward to getting the full version. Till next time, take care of yourselves. Goodbye.